They arrive at the fishing village of Anglerun, and Seal is too excited to go fishing. But first, they visit the local guild to check if there are any quests. To their surprise, the guild informs them that the only event in town is the annual sea wrestling tournament. Curious, Anemone asks what the prize is, only to be told it's just a towel. Toto breathes a sigh of relief that nothing strange is going on this time. Anemone teases him, saying not every town is like Defuried. Later, the girls change into swimsuits to show the hero, which makes Toto faint while standing. Both Seal and Anemone are disturbed when Goa somehow knows their perfect sizes for swimsuits. But Goa insists that since they're already at the beach, they should enjoy it. Anemone reminds them not to forget about killing the hero, but the others ignore her and start splashing around. The guild receives a rude visitor, a B-rank hero named Fresner. The receptionist, annoyed, informs him that there are no quests available. But Fresner's companion points out the poster about the sea wrestling tournament. Curious, Fresner asks about the prize and whether there are even worthy competitors. On his way to investigate, he stumbles across Goa and instantly falls in love. Without hesitation, he approaches her, praising her beauty and declaring she is worthy of someone like him. Right away, Fresner tries to scout her into his party. Anemone suspects. He's a headhunter with bizarre tastes. Toto gets up from the sand to confront Fresner for trying to steal a party member. When asked for his rank, Toto answers D rank. Fresner laughs, saying Goa deserves someone of higher standing, and challenges Toto to a duel for her. Goa confidently accepts on Toto's behalf, suggesting that whoever wins tomorrow's tournament will claim victory. Fresner agrees, looking down on Toto, while Toto quietly worries if he can defeat a B rank. Anemone then requests to join the tournament along with Seal. Seal quickly drags her aside, asking why. Anemone whispers her plan to get rid of Goa. If Toto faints and loses to Fresner, Goa will be forced to leave the team, reducing their competition in killing the hero. Hearing this, Seal agrees. Toto tries to stop them, warning it's dangerous, but Anemone confronts Goa anyway, asking if she's ready. Goa replies that it sounds fun to see who is truly worthy of her. When Anemone warns her that losing means her journey with them will end, Goa simply smiles, unafraid. Soon, the townsfolk gather for the tournament. This year, the prize is not just a towel, but also Goa herself, to join the winner's party. The villagers cheer for Goa's beauty, caring little for the towel. The contest rules are explained. One-on-one matches, fought on a floating ring in the sea. Each fighter carries a watermelon, and if it's squashed, they lose. No skills, magic, or weapons are allowed. Fresner smirks at the bracket board, certain Toto won't make it to the finals. Anemone mutters that she'll be the one to take Toto down, while Seal just wants to finish and go. The first match begins, Toto versus Samaka. But the moment it starts, Toto sends Samaka flying with a single arm. Fresner dismisses it as low level, while Goa and the others mutter that it was expected that the second match is Anemone versus Gautier. As the first female competitor in a decade, she surprises everyone, her to trip him into the water instantly. Still, Fresner looks down on the contest, annoying Seal. The third match is Seal versus Fresner himself. When the fight begins, Fresner tosses his watermelon aside and attacks, but Seal dodges effortlessly. Impressed, he admits he was subconsciously holding back and begins attacking with true speed and power. The crowd worries for Seal, yet she remains unscathed. Some accuse Fresner of using skills, but he insists it's pure training. Anemone worries Seal is revealing too much in front of the hero. Eventually, Fresner corners her, but Seal leaps and accidentally uses her skill, disqualifying herself. Toto praises her for going toe-to-toe with a B rank, but she covers her mistake by claiming she only used strengthening magic. Anemone smirks at her childish excuse and promises to finish the job. That the semifinal is Toto versus Anemone. Toto asks her to withdraw, saying he can't fight her, but Anemone tries to seduce him, but he resists, determined not to faint. Goa smirks at her failure, while Seal mutters that she should have gone for the watermelon instead. Toto focuses on destroying Anemone's watermelon rather than hurting her. Anemone feels like she's already lost, furious that he's fighting only to save Goa. As a final attempt, she rolls her watermelon away, leaps on Toto's back, and kisses him. Shocked, he drops his watermelon and faints, making her the winner. Seal is utterly defeated at how far Anemone went. Anemone confronts Goa, saying that since she beat Toto, Goa is out of the party. But Goa replies that the winner will be the one truly worthy of her, leaving Anemone confused that the final is Anemone versus Fressner. Remembering his match with Seal, Fressner fights at full strength from the start. But during the match, her top accidentally tears. Embarrassed, she punches Fressner so hard he flies out of the ring, making her the winner. She secures Goa back, but it turns out the wardrobe malfunction was part of Goa's plan all along, that even after losing, Fressner argues that he outperformed Toto and demands a rematch. But before it can happen, Seal summons a Kraken. Fressner attacks, but there is no damage. Right then Toto comes forward and defeats the Kraken in one punch. Fressner bows and apologizes to Toto for mocking him, now praising his strength. Afterward, the villagers thank the group by preparing a feast. During it, Goa teases Anemone about the kiss. Meanwhile, Fressner's companion reveals he is a Dullhan and knows Seal's true identity. Everyone is shocked to see a Dullhan, but Toto quickly steps forward to protect Seal. Fressner, however, tells them to relax, introducing the Dullhan as his loyal retainer and best friend, Kashta. Seal leans closer and whispers to Kashta not to reveal anything about her. Goa, ever the curious one, asks for their story, and Fressner passes the storytelling to Kashta. Kashta explains that he was considered a defect by his family, thrown away under a bridge simply because he couldn't ride a horse. Dullhan, after all, are expected to come as a set with their horses. He wandered aimlessly until he collapsed in a forest, where Fressner found him. Confused as to why Fressner would help, Kashta asked, and Fressner told him plainly he liked his armor. And if he liked something, whether it was a human or a monster, then it was a good thing. Hearing those words, Kashta chose to follow Fressner. From then on, they studied together, ate together, trained together, and even walked through the city without caring about people's stares. When they finally grew up, they began their journey. Along the way, Fressner often acted arrogant, trying to recruit anyone he liked. Yet despite Kashta being a monster, their bond stayed unshaken. Curious, Goa asked if they ever took monster hunting quests. Fressner replied that he left that to the heroes who wanted to do it. He didn't care about exterminating or protecting anything. He only wanted to enjoy adventures alongside his friend. In return, Fressner asked Toto what he wielded his power for. Toto answered, to defeat the demon lord, but suddenly stopped, muttering as if his words might hurt Kashta. Kashta reassured him, saying he didn't mind, since there were monsters who befriended others. Glancing knowingly at Seal, Fressner pressed Toto again, asking how he got so strong. Toto casually replied, lifting, which left Fressner shocked. Later, when it was time for Fressner and Kashta to leave, they proposed traveling together, but the girls refused. Puzzled, Fressner asked why he revealed his identity. Kashta simply said he felt he could trust them. That night in the forest, Toto and the others were ambushed by a monkey-like monster. Toto was ready to punch it, but hesitated, remembering Kashta's words. That moment of doubt left him open, and he was struck down. But then, suddenly, he picked up a massive boulder. Seeing this, the monster fled. Later, while keeping night watch, memories of his hometown being attacked by a dragon weighed on his mind. The girls noticed his unease. Seal, too, was shaken, and of her father's strict orders to kill him. Torn by her feelings, she went to talk to Toto. Sitting beside him, she warned that if he sympathized with the enemy, he'd become incapable of fighting when it mattered most, remembering the time she tried to kill him herself. Then, suddenly, asking what he'd do if she turned out to be a monster, or if Anemone was a cold-blooded assassin, or if Goa was secretly a psychopath who brainwashed people, would he still feel the same? Toto replied firmly that no matter what they were the first people who accepted him with all his flaws, and so he would accept them no matter what. He concluded that maybe the point of his journey was to find a way for them to coexist. When Seal returned to her tent, Goa and Anemone teased her for blushing. Later, Goa remembered when she once asked Toto the same thing, and he gave her the same answer. Muttering to herself, she admitted that at the end of the day, if he ever had to choose, he would pick Seal over her. She implied that without her drugs or skills, no one would ever love her. The next morning, Seal was too shy to face Toto, but Goa's unusual behavior caught Toto's eye, and he confronted her, asking if she was okay. She muttered that she could change how people felt about her, but quickly laughed it off as if it didn't matter. Finally, They arrived at D's side, the adventurers' town. Seal took the lead, reminding them they needed to visit the adventurers' guild first. Anemone, noticing Goa still seemed off, asked if she was all right. Goa just teased her back for being considerate despite calling herself an assassin, the guild. The receptionist greeted Toto with respect and informed them they were eligible to take the C-rank promotion test. Their deed at Defuri had already spread. Toto accepted right away, but Goa postponed it for tomorrow since they had just arrived. When they got their room, there was only one bed, making Toto faint instantly. Suddenly, Goa asked playfully whose turn it was to kill him next, joking about how they stopped keeping count after Seal failed during the fishing trip. Laughing, she dropped it, but remained excited for the promotion quest tomorrow. That night, the girls slept on the bed while Toto lay on the sofa. But then, in the dark, Goa's eyes suddenly opened. The next morning, Anemone woke to find Toto sitting on the floor. She reached out to pat his shoulder, but as she did, he collapsed. Blood splattered across her face. When she looked closer, her eyes widened in horror. Toto was dead, stabbed by her knife. That wraps up today's recap. What do you think about this episode? Drop your thought in the comment that if you liked this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification so you never miss the next one.